Hey guys, welcome back. Her name's Reina
Her name's Reen.
and together we're gonna learn something new.
Today we're gonna go over some of my favorite books, which I'm gonna review for you guys today.
As a non-native speaker trying to improve your English, reading is a great way to go about it. But I don't mean your textbooks or your grammar books.
And not those books which are specifically geared towards non-native speakers. It's better to go for classics or bestsellers that have been sold. Famous books like these. Now, as a child, me and my sister was essentially raised on books. It was our one form of entertainment, and it was the only thing that seemingly brought our interest. I remember whenever we used to go to India, and whenever we used to go buying stuff, the only thing our parents would never say no to were the books in the bookstore. However, recently they have become a bit stingy and like, no, you cannot have any more books because, hey, your bookshelf is full, there's no space anymore. I'm like, just buy a new bookshelf. Where to keep it? I don't know. That's the situation in the house. So,
Let's get into it. Hey Reina, what are your favorite books?
okay. My first favorite book, the number one, is The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak, an Australian writer. This is a historical fiction about a 9-year-old girl named Lizel who is given it to a foster family who takes care of her, the Himmels. And this book is set in Nazi Germany and it's such a beautiful book. It's so unique there's no book like it, according to me. I think the main factor is that it's narrated by death. It's such a human version of death. And just how attached he became to this human. It also includes a lot of thievery. That you will find a lot of thievery and robbery happening in this book. But then you're just too into the little girl. You just love her so much. You'll just give up her illegal act. It's fine, the little girl. It's such a beautiful book, and it makes it very empathetic. Because the book shows how little things are being ripped away from the person's life and then makes these little things so big now that it makes you question how the little things in your life become big things later. The second book I'm gonna talk about is The Devil and Miss Prim by Paulo Coelho. I just noticed see the size difference, this is this very thick book and then this is very considerably less pages. This book is a very deep book. I think all these books are very deep. Now, this book tells a story about a man who comes to a village named Viscos. It's a very honest village, a very peaceful village, see. So, and the minute he comes in, all pieces shattered. It's like you just shoot a bullet and the glass breaks. See, he is rich and he brings so much gold that it is possible for each of these people to restart their lives. But then it's at a cost. A crime, an unthinkable crime. An almost unthinkable crime. See, after reading this book, right, there were two questions that continue to linger with you. The first is, could you resist the ultimate temptation that's brought? Will you be able to resist or will you submit to it? And the second question is, are we, men, human? Are we good or are we evil? Or are we just a mix of both? See, Paulo Coelho is a very enchanting storyteller. He inspires people all over the world and his books leave such big imprints onto a person. This book makes you question yourself, really. You keep questioning how much of what I'm doing is good, how much of what I'm doing is bad. It's literally the same with all of his books, really. I'm just gonna end this with a classic. It's such a classic, you enter grade school and then it's you enter grade school and then your teacher gives you a list of books to read and this obviously is there. This is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. It's a story about two people, Miss Elizabeth and Mr. Darcy. And the conflict of the book is the title itself. The conflict is their pride and their prejudice against each other. It's their pride that makes them fall and their prejudice that keeps them from each other. This book is full of gossip and internal feelings and second and even third-hand embarrassment. You can cringe reading the answers on these people. Jane Austen's books are very specific, you know. They're like it was written for you. She's talking to you. These people are talking to you. You're in on it. It's really beautiful. And books like these classics, right? They're classics for a reason. Because they're everlasting. They're going to remain forever. They were that influential. And I'm pretty sure they'll continue to be influential even after. So these are my favorite books. But then they don't have to be the only books you read. These are my suggestions, what I like. But of course, everyone else has different preferences, everyone else has different levels, and everyone else has a different choice. There are millions of books all around the world, and of course, you can just pick up another one. These just happen to be my favorites. And in my eyes, the very best. What was that for?
She's lying. Those are not the best books. These are Tinkle. They have influenced me from day one. And you should read these, not them. Yeah. My choice. Good. Bye.
Ignore her.
Shut up!
Ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.